Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone had a fantastic Last of Us day. So for my game fans, we'll be talking plenty about what was said, and again, I will have a lot to say on the game's front of things for the Last of Us day. But for my show fans, we got our expected surprise. The first major trailer, which I predicted would drop on the Last of Us day, was dropped. And in reward, you guys are going to be getting a trailer breakdown. If you guys already missed the trailer, you can go check it out on the channel, and my reaction to it, which are both uploaded. Wow, I will say, on the premise, what a fantastic trailer. I gave it a 9 out of 10 overall, and I believe it does capture the essence of part 2. But, just as a fair warning to everybody before I start this, the Last of Us Part 2 storyline is going to be covered in at least probably 3 seasons, so this will not be all of Part 2 in one go. We're probably getting one with Ellie, we're getting one with Abby, and we're probably getting a split of both to end the Part 2 storyline. It seems like 3 seasons is what they're going to be doing for Part 2's story. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get into this. Make sure you do drop a like and subscribe for more content covering The Last of Us or The Last of Us show. Be sure to hit the notification bell, have it set to all so you don't miss any of my videos, shorts, live streams, or other things posted to this channel. If we could go for 2,000 likes on this video, I think I'd greatly appreciate that. I think we can do that. And if I do end up missing anything in this video that you guys found or want to discuss, leave it down below in the comments. Learn about the near 30% people are subscribed by hitting the red subscribe button, notification bell. Learn about the 100,000 people that have all notifications on for the channel. Alright, it's time. Enjoy. So, before I get into specifics as I did for my last trailer breakdown, I am going to be discussing spoilers for The Last of Us Part 2 in this video. If you do want to avoid spoilers, potentially if you do not know the storyline of it, this is your warning. Alright, so we start off with the premise. One of the last things I had talked about in the first teaser, sneak peek, was Catherine O'Hara's character. Catherine O'Hara, if you don't know who she is, commonly known as, from Home Alone, the mother of Kevin. Her character has been a mystery. Her rumored name is Gail. Not sure yet if that's set in stone, but there's been some evidence supporting that. And this basically confirms my theory that I had said she was likely Joel's therapist. And there you go. This is not the Seraphite prophet. This is none of that. This is Joel opening up to Gail on what happened. I believe this is going to be replacing the beginning conversation Joel had with Tommy in part 2, so all you people that were mad about that are probably still going to be very mad about that, because I don't, again, unless maybe he'll have a conversation with Tommy still, but maybe this will be an including part of it. I don't know. And she's got a timer, basically, you know, maybe she's getting paid per the time she does it, but it's limited. And she said, well, you're going to start. So this is Joel completely venting. Then we get to see Jackson, Ellie walking out of a barn into Jackson, and we get to see the community life again. Jackson does look, of course, with 5 years, it's gonna look a lot more developed, and that's good to see. Maybe they're expanding a bit more on it from the show. I know we didn't get the most of it in the show, but even having it in one episode was really, really nice, just getting to see the community life of what Jackson looks like, but really, really cool. Then we get Joel Miller's house. Oh, this is gonna hit. This is gonna hit. You game fans know what is going to be in store with this, but we're gonna see a lot more of Joel's house in this, and it's cool to see his mailbox. I mean, there's a comparison from the game, and it's almost exactly the same. It's just missing Joel's first name. But, woo! And here we have Joel with the guitar. There it is. The iconic guitar from part 2. And the lesson and playing with Ellie is going to transpire in this. Maybe a little bit more than we got in the games. Now, I'm not sure if this is Ellie or Joel's room, but we see a couple posters pinning potentially what the song could be. Because again, our future days will not be played in this because of the timeline. It's only in the trailer because that's how they're going to incorporate it. They can't play it in the current timeline because, you know, as I remember, it's 10 years from the games in the past, so the song had never been created. So we have Nirvana right there, a little Pearl Jam Easter egg right there to the right, and it does look like it might be from Nirvana. Just saying. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. And we get the guitar Let's look at the guitar with the Firefly insignia on it, just like the game. And the lesson will happen where Joel just basically shows Ellie the guitar and all that, just like the game before the time skip. So prepare. In case anyone thinks this is from the 5-year time skip, it's before, because Joel is young in that, younger. And then we get a quick sequence of the patrol scene with Ellie and Dina when they go to the shopping center to clear out infected. Guys, listen, if you know what is coming, you know it is gonna happen. I know there's been some delusional people in my comments that thinks they're gonna change things up. They're gonna wait till the end of the season. They're not gonna do it in the season. Prepare, prepare, prepare. The iconic Take On Me scene is coming. We also get a new look at Isabella Merced as Dina. We only really got one image of her in the initial teaser, and can I just say, I think from my tweet alone, there's a lot of people that are very hyped for this casting announcement. Isabella has been in a lot of roles recently, most recently Alien Romulus, and I think she's really good. I think she's really good. Fun fact, she's from Cleveland, Ohio. That's where I'm from. So hey, Isabella, big fan. Love to see you repping Cleveland out strong here. I think she's gonna do a great job as Dina. I'm very, very excited for it. Well, looks like they're not holding any punches. They're gonna be bringing this scene pretty early on. Game fans know this scene, the porch sequence. Where basically the night before said incident happens, Ellie and Joel talk about everything that happened at the dance. Now we know the dance sequence is going to be in this season. They're not waiting, like, remember how in the game it was at the end of the game pretty much? It's not going to be at the end of the show. It's pretty much going to be at the beginning phases of the part 2 show. So prepare, prepare, prepare. This is going to be an emotional roller coaster. And here we get our first image of young Mazzino as Jesse. Man, I really hope they do Jesse justice, because Jesse, very underrated character in part 2. But we know what happens. If you know, you know. I think he was robbed a bit. I think he deserved better. So I'm hoping they do him justice in the show. And you saw him here. He's freaking ripped as hell. I ain't gonna lie with you. I was like, wow. Man is freaking worked out like crazy. And here he is with Gabriel Luna as Tommy chopping wood. But man, I'm very excited to see this. So this scene is a mystery. I don't know where this is set in, but again, we get to see Ellie's early on tattoo and her washing off blood off her switchblade. Again, this scene is a mystery, and I've already said to people on Twitter and all kinds of places, what exactly is involved with this scene? It confirms, though, I was wrong about one thing. I thought maybe Marlene was in one of the scenes in the past teaser, but now it confirms because you see the tattoo. This is before her tattoo. Maybe we get Kat. Maybe we get some more backstory into Ellie before leading up to the time skip. So this is kind of what I want to see. More. Now, this is completely new. Completely. This is not included in the games. A siege on Jackson is going to happen with infected. My guess, in the first episode too. Maybe they won't have the you-know-what scene happen in the beginning, the first episode. Or maybe the first episode is just going to be like 2 hours and it's going to be action-packed as hell, because this is freaking crazy. There's more from this actual scene later on in the trailer breakdown, but Tommy looks sad. Is this after said event? Maybe? But something happened. He looks down about something, and I'm not sure. But he's wielding that sniper rifle. Ooh. And I'm gonna assume this scene is during that siege. There's a stalker in that same barn that Ellie was in earlier in the trailer, about to sneak up on her. And one of the cool facts about stalkers, we really didn't get to see them much in the first season, if at all. So I'm hoping we get more stalkers. We get the introduction of the Shambler. Rat King's not gonna come in the season though, y'all. It's too soon, and it's mainly an Abby storyline. Unless they plan to add more, I just don't really see the Rat King being introduced in this season. At long last, Caitlin Dever as Abby. So, this is going to be a flashback, more building on the side story of Abby about what happens after the events of the hospital. As you can see, there is a grave here with a Firefly tag on said grave. We know who this is. This is Jerry, the doctor that was going to perform the surgery on Ellie to remove the cordyceps and kill her. Jerry. So we're going to get more backstory on that, and I'm very glad to see this. We want to see more of the backstory. Yes, yes, yes. And I did tell you we were going to go back to the siege on Jackson. This is confirmation. At first, people in my comments were like, Dom, no, because this was actually kind of shown in the little teaser. You're like, Dom, these are people running into the gates trying to escape. No. This is confirmation now. This is a horde of infected. This, for the people that wanted more infected, because I'm one of them, here you go. This is a particular instance. Now, it's only one instance. I hope we see a lot more infected throughout the season. But, wow, this reminds me a lot of that episode 5. Remember, with Sam and Henry, where all the infected came out, burrowing out of the ground and stuff. That is what I want to see in this. We got the guy with the binoculars looking at this gigantic horde rushing at Jackson. Holy moly. And here is said guy. I don't know who the heck this is. People have rumored that this might be Eugene. Now, Eugene, if you don't remember, was one of Tommy's close associates that ended up dying. And they talked about him briefly as they went into his bunker. He had the weed farm in his bunker. You know, and also the other stuff that we're not going to talk about, or YouTube will demonetize me. Or it could be Seth. See it potentially being Seth. Looks like an older gentleman. I'm not sure, but guy looks a little older. I don't know. Those are my two names. Or maybe this is just, again, some random character. I don't know. We'll see. That's Joel. Uh-oh, guys. In this sequence, I'm generally curious who's riding horseback. Is this Ellie and Dina and Jesse? Is this Abby and her group? Is this Joel, Tommy, and Abby? I'm not sure yet. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Here are the Seraphites. Scars and all. You can see much of them in this trailer, but they will be making an appearance in this season. Ellie Day 2. Prepare for the Seraphites. The whistling. I'm so excited to see this in live action. Feel her love. The Seraphite prophet will also be getting, hopefully, an expanded backstory. Has been hidden by Craig Mazin and Neil. I'm so excited for that as well. And this is just like the game, man. Wow. The king has finally returned. Jeffrey Wright reprising his role as Isaac, the leader of the WLF in The Last of Us HBO Season 2. Man, it's gonna be so good. I hope we get more backstory. There's been hinted that one of the characters that did not get enough story in the game is getting a huge backstory that fans are gonna eat up. So I'm hoping. This is Jeffrey Wright. He's torturing a Seraphite here. We need more. We need more. And more from the siege on Jackson. Tommy's gonna get injured in this. Interesting. Tommy and Maria. Rutina Weasley back as Maria. I'm just hoping that this siege is worth every penny, because it looks like it's going to be really good. Here's one of our first looks at the WLF. And it looks like this is either the weather station or the hospital. I'm not sure which one it is, but you see on the right there's a 1 with a bunch of letters. Someone let me know if you can make that out, what that is. And you get to see Ellie shooting these stars and complain about him being weak. One last thing I want to talk about is the conversation between Joel and Gale. Gale basically wants Joel to open up, saying the lines, and I quote, "We can't heal something unless you're brave enough to say it out loud. Say the thing you're afraid to say. Say it out loud no matter what it is, no matter how bad." And the what did you do? And that's going to be when Joel says, I saved her. I'm very interested to see what her reaction is going to be to when Joel actually confesses up. Alright guys, so that is it for my trailer breakdown for The Last of Us HBO Season 2 teaser trailer. There's going to be a full-on trailer probably in a couple months. Probably around December, January. We should be getting a early 2025 release. It's supposed to be in the first half around Emmy window, which I'm likely guessing a between January to March release. If I had to guess right now, I'm going to guess February for the release month. We should get a release date, though, in a couple months. A specific release date. But all we know right now is first half 2025. Alright, if we can go for 2,000 likes on this video, I really appreciate it. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you guys didn't enjoy this again. And I'll be having a video on The Last of Us Day 2024 very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye!